Hello, everyone. Welcome to this timeless and eternal message of love from the ancestors and the Divine Mother to support the sacred lover within all of us. My name is Lisa Lyle. This is my channel here on YouTube. My website is lisalyle.com, and you can find me on social media, Wisdom of the Heart. If you're new, welcome. And if you have been traveling with me for a while, thank you for continuing to come back. Your presence in my life is truly a gift for which I am eternally grateful. So, today we're going to do an interactive message, and I'm going to ask you now as we begin to tune in through our heart space to choose either number 1, number 2, or number 3. I'm not going to tell you, these are the cards we're working with. I'm not going to share which is which. I just want you to settle into your heart and trust that you will be guided by your heart to the absolute perfect card and message for you today. So we're going to just do a few rounds of the singing bowl. Okay, so let's get right into this. If you were guided to number 1, here is your message of unconditional love and gratitude from the ancestors. To support you on walking the sacred journey, the beauty road of your beautiful heart, the beauty way, the red road of your beautiful heart. This card for number 1. First and foremost, the message I'm receiving before I even look at the cards is like, allow your heart to open. Release the tension and let go of, it feels like you're holding your breath, waiting for the next shoe to drop, as the saying goes. Waiting, like kind of stop, drop, and roll, like a defensive mode. And the message coming through without looking at the card or the cards, because I'm guided to look at the one that's landed on the top here as well. To really let go into the flow. You are surrounded and supported, and your loved ones in spirit, whether you knew them in life, and if you did know them in life, regardless of what the relationship was, and if you didn't know them, you are supported to clear. You are the vessel through which will be cleared by choice universal traumas, universal, I'm feeling guided to say curses, And, perhaps it's not something it's not a word that I usually use. So perhaps this is truly the magnitude of your blessings in this lifetime. And, as big as our trauma or as big as our pain body is also the equal amount, or actually tenfold amount, brilliance of our light. So it really feels like you're being asked to step into, and in order to step into, you must be willing to release and let go of what's back there. And I'm really guided with you to become aware of where in my own physical vessel I'm holding tension, and actually I'm acutely aware. So there's a reason that this is being shared. So, of course, this guy, number 22, spirit. You are here walking the path of mastery, and it's time to bring yourself down off of the cross, this like continual crucifixion. And, it came through the other day. You may want to check out the message for the collective energy. I believe it was like January the 6th of 2024 that message came through. Again, no, that wasn't an interactive one, or maybe it was. Anyways. But this idea of purgatory, like over and over in our mind, we keep replaying the tapes, like nothing's going to change what has already taken place. And so from here in this place, which is our point of power, the power point, the present moment, what are we going to do? And you're being asked to let go. We're all being asked to let go of the burdens that feel heavy, that dampen, if you will, or seek to dim our spirit. And a lot of this energy is generational. And so clearing the generational wounds, clearing the generational trauma, the stuff you know about and the stuff you don't know about, it doesn't matter. You are the vehicle in this lifetime, spirit to matter. And, and then this whole return to spirit once more, being a really full vessel of light. Look at the butterfly at the top, the transformation that takes place through the experience of human life, which is not, it's not, oh, yeah. So look at that. That's exactly that energy of purgatory, or this is the visual, yet this card is called power, and it's a number one. And, 111 has been big. We're having there'll be a new moon in Capricorn on January 11th. So 111, make a wish. The messages that are coming through for that are already are invest in yourself, invest in your bliss right here and now. This is your PowerPoint. This is your holy hour. If you feel like the moon may be something that you'd like to explore more deeply, have a look at my website and the moon circle offerings for the calendar year of 2024. There are 26 in total, 13 new and 13 full, which take us to, anyways, the next calendar year. So your power, what are you going to do with it? The direction here is west, and the color is black, and the direction here is north, and the color is white. And this guy is called the Pathfinder. That's really interesting because I did some channeled writing today about being the way shower, right? And doing so with confidence, and as the way shower, again, it comes back to that message: as deep as our trauma, as deep as our wounds, our pain, that which we carry in the physical body, as expansive are the blessings. So we must walk through all of it, because we were there for all of it, to come home to our personal power, which is always resided within, always being the purity of our heart. And the mind and the chatter has kept us sort of spinning our wheels, the muck and the mire, like, spinning your wheels. If you've ever ridden a dirt bike and then the wheels start spinning and the mud starts flying, that kind of stuff. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to release and let go. Trust what you know. Trust the spirit that moves within you with each breath. Be willing to let go of the heaviness. Be willing to leave the past, lay the past to rest. That's too many. Actually, that's the perfect they're saying. It's not too many cards. So that here are messages from your higher self. Again, through that connection of the ancestors. Oh my goodness, look at this. Creative talent. So in order to release the density, if you're like wondering, like, how do I do it? Just get out to nature. Go for a brisk walk. Observe, be observant of what's around you in nature. And like the winged wise ones, if you're in the southern hemisphere, perhaps butterflies. Here in the north, I had an eagle fly out of my tree this morning. I bet that eagle, not an eagle, sorry, a hawk. I couldn't really identify what kind of a hawk it was because it just happened so quickly. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, pay attention to the messengers. Get to nature. Nature's going to support you to release your sadness, to release your resentment, those things that are hardening your heart, those things that are hardening your experience. We're here on the journey of softening, and it takes a while. The more willing, though, we are to operate from a heart space, the more willing we get that extra mile, that much quicker, if you will. So the message here is you are entering a deeply emotional time in which you ponder the deeper spiritual aspects of life. This is a time of self-discovery, yes, Capricorn energy, that deepen your connection to Mother Earth, your friends and family. At times, your emotions may overflow. This is a good thing, for these precious moments bring a great gift of healing. And that's the energy that I was feeling right at the beginning. It's like holding yourself back. Holding it together, I just heard. Holding it all together. You got to keep your shit together. Excuse the language. That's the energy that's coming in. And the message here is no, you don't. You have to let it all go. You have to be willing to let go. And whether it's like, tears are so healing. Tears are so healing. And in those moments when they flow, just show up for yourself. Be there. Be gentle with yourself. You're growing. And the message, trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. And the message here on this card is do not discount your imagination, for it is through an inspired thought that something beautiful is created. You will soon be inspired by an inner voice. Your imagination is real. If it can and will become your reality if you trust in the power of love. That power card. Free yourself from, I'm hearing mental slavery. Yes, I'm channeling Robert Nesta Marley. It's like, free yourself. That's funny because that song was in my mind last night as I was going to bed. It's like, free yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds, right? So it's up to us to be willing to unravel the ties that bind. And some of these are generational. We may not be conscious of why we do what we do. That's okay. Showing up and being present for you in the eternal now moment is the gift and the blessing that Spirit gives to you, to all of us. The imagination is a magical and creative force full of endless possibility. So, number one, that was a beautiful message. I trust that something here, these are long. I trust that something here has felt supportive to your heart. Please do share in the comments down below. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do that and give a thumbs up. And thanks for dropping by. It's been an honor, privilege, and delight to be of service. Okay, so number 2, Gaia. Messages, love, and support from the Earth Mother. And this, the connection is like the Earth Mother, Mother Earth. There may also be a message here for some of you from the divine feminine, the woman that was your mother in this lifetime. So let's see what's coming through for number 2 from dear Gaia, Mother Earth. The seductress or the temptress. Well, seductress, temptress, the same thing. I think it says seduction on the card. It's a number 15. This is like that, again, that Capricorn energy, that devil energy, right? Here, lead us not into temptation. And yet again, it is through the walk with temptation. It is through the walk of, the sensual walk, perhaps this earthly walk. And within this earthly experience, within this lifetime, many of us have experienced the temptations, and we may have, here's another, oh, look at that. They're actually, so I kept feeling that there's another card, and it's the flame tree, and it's a number 30, and the temptress is a number 15, which is a 3 and a 6, which is a 9. This flame tree speaks about divine union. And this temptress is, All right, what does it say on the card? Seduction, deceit, a broken promise. And so perhaps some of you at this time are feeling left behind, is what I heard. Perhaps you're feeling wounded from an experience with another human, and you feel like betrayed. It's hard to put into words what I'm feeling, because the energy that's coming through is almost like you've given up on yourself, you've given up on love. You're just going to keep walking this path of the I'm hearing brokenhearted and downtrodden. And the truth is, there's a call at this time for forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for the promises you didn't keep to yourself. It goes back to a similar energy as in like the first message and the collective message that was shared a couple days ago. It goes back to that energy of like holding ourselves in solitary confinement. And I'm a very solitary creature. I love my time alone. I love, because, I'm always pondering the big mystery, or the great mystery, if you will. This is more about like hiding yourself away and living within the shame of the temptress energy, that devil energy, that overindulgent energy that is self-destructive. And if we're behaving and engaging in self-destructive energies, we are also creating this ripple of harm to those that we are connecting with. And that's not what we're here for. That is really not what we're here for at this time. And there's no shame in coming clean. First and foremost with yourself. I mean, it always begins with yourself. So how are you feeling about yourself? Are you being hard on yourself? Take yourself off of that cross. Do more for yourself. Give yourself more of your time and attention, and at least show yourself the love and respect to honor your inner knowing, to trust that you are loved and supported as you are by this arching loving source. And so put down your swords, take the swords. I'm seeing little toothpicks. You know those toothpicks that you get in drinks? They were little swords. Yeah, and they have the little like plastic on the top. That's what I'm seeing. And when you were children, like having like little sword fights with those things, take the swords down, like laugh more, play more. Don't take yourself so seriously. Don't take life so seriously. Give yourself a break, because this energy of the flame tree, divine union, the union of the divine masculine and feminine within you and your experience, and your willingness to face, if you will, to feel all that was your experience, supports union with another. And who doesn't want union with another? Very few humans I've met truly don't want that intimate engagement and partnership with someone. And it's not a sex thing. It is an intimacy thing. It is love and compassion and caring. We must create that space in our world, in our day-to-day life. And as we do, we are giving the loving creator and the universe permission to bring that divine partner into view. This card is the start of something new, and I feel the start of something new is the knowing and the acknowledgement that everything that you've experienced has brought you to this point where all your personal power lives. This card. Because you're on this mission. You're searching for something, and the search begins within. You don't have to go further than your own radiant skin. This is it. This is where you begin. And look, it's another 6. So we have 366 or 636, 9. It's like these building blocks, the path of mastery, the path of alchemy. The search is always within. Forgive yourself. I'm hearing forgive yourself for the sins of the flesh, if you will. I'm hearing carnal sins. And these sacredness is our sexuality, our sensuality is sacred. It is a gift, and to share it with another is, it's magical, and it's creative, and it's inspiring. And yet when we're engaging in those types of connections where there's where it's like a lust energy, and it's not a just a gentle, those types of connections are detrimental to your and our physical and spiritual well-being, and we have to clean that stuff up. We really have to clean up the energy below our heart, and instead of like it really getting better, like through the generations, we've gotten to the point where there's this whole generation that's really plugged into this so-called smart technology, and there's not a lot of sacredness that I can see generationally to where we are now. And so we're here to restore that through our own personal experience and our own walk through the valley of the shadow of death, to walk through our own inner shadow. And those things we did, those things we think, all of that we don't want others to see, or that we feel guilt and shame for. And the search on the card, it says feeling lost, confused, and lonely. And you're never alone. You're never alone. So let's get some love from your higher self to support you to release and clear that one. And there's two. We're going for two. Those numbers are, that number is everywhere these days. Oh, look at this. Holy. Again, sacred union, right? It feels like this month, like follow the phases of the moon. And this full moon that's coming in January, I believe it's the 25th, is really, it's a culmination point. There's an opportunity for a great release for you, a release of the density of your emotions, the density of the emotional, the trauma, the pain body that you carry, clearing it, working with your intuition, reaching out to someone who can perhaps help. If you feel like perhaps I could help you in that regard, have a look at my website. There's lots of offerings, energy work, breath work, invest in yourself. This is a time to invest in yourself because dreams are coming true. Oh, this was the card that was on the top and I felt guided to take it. Oh my gosh, you are not going to believe this. The next card. Like this is perhaps the Tree of Life healing or Chakra Check Up, which is on my website just newly, yesterday, went live, maybe one that's supportive to you. And it's really focused on the physical vessel, addressing the physical body. This card was there sitting on the top of the deck and I felt like it was for you. And then I disregarded that and put it back in and it came out anyways. And so this is a big message to trust yourself. And it's usually our first instinct, right? That which just is not those knee-jerk reactions, the first instinct, the first response. And how many of us hold back the first response because, we want perhaps the response to be more palatable or to the receiver. And yet, I can't stress enough, it's most important that you deliver the message from a heart-centered space. And as for the receiver, that's their journey. That's their process. And we're not here to, force feed or spoon feed anything to anyone. So let's have a look at what this card's. Oh, I'm hearing that song. Is it by Styx? Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. That one. I love that. And so I'm feeling like there's this idea, with the little play swords, there's more play. What is going to support? If you're feeling dense and heavy, what can you do? Put a song on that you love, dance, sing, shake, rattle, and roll, get moving. Music supports the soul. Music heals the soul. Music speaks to the soul. And it supports the human in more ways than you know. And in fact, you actually do know because you've had that same experience with music. So this is your power, your ability to shift within the energy within each and every hour is where your power resides. And the message here on the card is, are you feeling lost and confused, wondering which direction, if any, to take, and questioning what it is that you really want from life? Perhaps it's time to consult your inner child, right? We've been talking about that. That's playful energy. Yes, we must address this inner child. All of us has an inner child. As I mentioned before, below the age of 21, before 21. This must be addressed personally. And as we address it in ourselves personally, we support the collective to begin to see that it's an issue that must be addressed in order for us to progress and move forward. Perhaps it's time to consult your inner child. The one you've kept locked away for ages, the one who holds the essence of the real you. Isn't it time to listen to your heart? Well, absolutely it is. Look at all the hearts in all these trees. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that I have been given the visual for many years of myself as a tree, and we are, like we're all saplings, and we're growing with each experience, we're growing. And when we heal everything that came before the age of 21, everything that came after is just built on top of what already exists, which are pretty immature, unstable foundations that don't support this harmonic existence of life on this beautiful planet. I mean, just look around or flick on the news. I don't. If you must, flick it on. But look at all these trees and the hearts, the purple hearts there. Intuition, your truth, get grounded, and more hearts. There must be a heart in there somewhere. And I'm just feeling the flaming heart, like the flaming heart of the light of Christ, right? Our dear brother, Jesus the Christ, reminding us of who we are. So, all right, let's see what the message is on this card. And it says, passion reignites, and within the flawless patterns of each other's soul, you discover inner peace. You are caressed by each other's love, and this unfolds as the endless blessing. That's what I was feeling, that, union, partnership with another, it's, nurturing, it's gentle, it's compassionate, it's fun, it's fun loving and playful, it's kind. These are the unions that really support our transformation and the creative flow of abundance for us in this lifetime. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift. And if you're in such a union, cherish it. And if you're not yet, the message is to cherish yourself and trust that as you do, what is meant for you will come into view. Place no restriction on one another. Be firmly grounded within each other's soil, but allow enough space for your branches to sway freely so that you may each dance to the song of your own spirit. I could cry. That is so beautiful. So beautiful. And then the message on this card is every relationship goes through changes, but this does not mean that the love has gone. And absolutely. And we know this if we, loved ones who have transitioned on. Does the love go? No, it grows. It doesn't go. And same for if you're missing a connection in the flesh, like we all love one another to the best of our ability to love ourselves. And so, from that space, we can offer we can soften, and we can offer that grace, which is offered to all of us by a loving creative force, Mother, Father, God, Creator, Source. We can offer grace to another and just, feed that essence of love that we each are, and trust that each person in your experience is doing the absolute best that they can from where they are. Let this be a time of reflection. Some adjustments may be needed. Perhaps a new purpose needs to be discovered. It may feel cold and lonely. Again, that lonely. This is all about reestablishing your connection to your higher self, your spirit, God, Jesus, whoever, this loving, supportive energy, Mother Earth. I mean, this is where the messages are coming from. Mother Earth, get to nature. Allow yourself to be nurtured on the spot, in the moment. You may feel lonely, yet beneath the surface, the earth is warming to the promise of spring. In the meanwhile, express how you feel, gently, lovingly, and honestly. Let yourself be vulnerable and hold each other tight. Express gratitude for the blessings that are currently in your life. So I trust, number two, that that message has felt loving and supportive to you. If it has, please do drop a comment down below, give a thumbs up. And if you're new here, or if you've been around for a while and you haven't yet subscribed, please do take a moment to do so now. And don't forget to check out my website, lisalyle.com, if you feel that I may be of service to you. And so for number three, we are tuning in and connecting to the Divine Order of Magdalene Sisters, the sisterhood, and the sisterhood from which your greatest blessings flow. Oh my gosh. So you were born into this matrix, and yet within you, I'm feeling, well, it's the Magdalene sisterhood. So it's the energy of the Gnostics, the sacred feminine as the creator of, oh, that is so funny, the crucifixion. One more. The sacred feminine as the this one wants to come out too. So you got four here. We're tapping into the energy of the medicine woman, the medicine mother within you, and that the ancient school of the mystic, the oracle, the healer. And this is where here in this time, in your experience now, yes, you're living within this shift, and we've got a lot of big shifts coming. Pluto is shifting signs after a large number of years. I'm not going to speak about that right now because I don't know all the information, so I would just sound silly. It's moving though. It's moving into the sign of Aquarius, and this is setting us up nicely to manifest our blessings in this lifetime, the abundance that you came here for, by working your magic through that walk. All of these messages beautifully weave together, 1, 2, and 3. It's always 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm seeing this on the clock all the time. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4 is what I keep seeing. And it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. Who do we adore? You know? And it's like, what is it that you are here to do that no one else can do? And how does spirit move through you and want to work through you in service? This is about your divine path of service. And in order to fully step in, and this calendar year of 2024, as we're in this winter season and approach the spring, the new year, there's some work to do. There's some work to do and it goes back, perhaps go back and listen to the first message, to stop through the mental body, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Through the mental body, stop crucifying yourself. Let yourself out of purgatory. That is not a loving spirit. That is not the higher self that's got you all up in the head space. That is not. That is ego. That is wounds that reside lower in your body. Down, I put my hands right down to the sacral chakra between the hips. This is where this resistance persists from. So there's a call to pay attention to your inner child, loving acceptance, because your angels, your guardian angel, is right there with you and wants to support you to move through. And if we go here, these two cards, acceptance of what is, acceptance of what has been done, acceptance of what once was, all of it. There's no sustainable way, or there is no way that is the path of ease to move forward when you are in resistance of what has been your experience. And your guardian angel has been with you there all along. And so this feels like there's a need for release. Look at this. It's like a cell, a nucleus and cells. It's like if you don't address what is simmering below the surface, you're going to pop off and explode, and not in a good way. You are indeed meant to pop off and explode through the cellular experience, the cellular experience in the physical body, and breathe new life into all of it. Release the guilt and shame that comes along with it. Release the need for others to fulfill you, to it doesn't happen like that. And through that, okay, so we're going to go how we've been going this whole time, and I'm going to take those two cards, and they're asking me to take the top card there. So that's not how it goes. That we are fulfilled, we are filled from within. It's not an external, we can fill ourselves up with food, we can overstuff ourselves with food and other things. The true fulfillment is the journey within the cellular body, the vehicle of light that is you. Cleaning up to allow spirit to move through. Okay, so the two cards that fell on the ground, this is really like that inner child energy, playful, outside, and having the experience of all of it, the light and the dark at the same time, the cold and the warm at the same time. I'm feeling this is very much about you becoming stabilized and balanced within the polarity of the experience of being divinely human, which we all are. And this journey, it will lead you to the fulfillment of the dreams of your sacred heart. And if you can imagine it, you can achieve it. And so what are the self-imposed, although perhaps not initially, because we are coming into this lifetime with generations of trauma, right? And we feel it through our connection to family members, friends, the earth, all of it, animals. And so this is about your journey in clearing that through you, because you have the power and ability and the gifts. We're with the Magdalene sisterhood, the ancient wisdom and gifts, the healing gifts. Yours are unique to you. Bring it through. It says sometimes the true purpose of things is hidden from view. Perfect. It's funny that they're having me read this before sharing the other two cards with you, because this is so true. It's echoing what has just been said. So trusting the echoes that call out, sing out, cry out from within you. Something doesn't quite make sense at the moment, but it soon will. All is about to change. A blessing is on the way, and many more will follow. Soon you will feel as though it's raining rose petals from heaven. And my mind always goes to music, so I heard the "It's raining men, hallelujah." No. Perhaps so that is it's raining the divine masculine essence, which is really supportive to the divine feminine. So perhaps this is a time of the divine men finding their divine counterpart in order to do life with, to continue to grow and expand with, and experience the whole, all of it, all of the pleasures of being a vessel of light while living in a body of flesh. This card was on the top. Funny that I grabbed that right now. And it's look into your eyes, have a look into the mirror and really look into your eyes. What do you see? And what is it like? Is there something that you don't want to see? Is there something that you don't want to release because it's a part of your identity? Release it. You're not going to lose yourself in the process of releasing the baggage and the density of the experience. Because again, we're filled with hearts here. This is the journey of your sacred heart. And the path is many. It's as varied as each of us are. And yet the ultimate goal is always about restoration of the sacred power of this magnetic flaming heart that resides within us all. And so this is a time for harnessing your sacred power. This is a time of acceptance and responsibility for like acceptance of what was and taking responsibility for what currently is. It's only love that lives beyond the vessel of flesh. So the sooner we can come to understand this while in the vessel of flesh, the better off we're going to be, and the more easily divine birthright and abundance will flow to and through us, and we will be fulfilling the missionary path that we came to be and experience. Meditation, this is the card here. Meditation allows you to enter the inner realm of soul. It is a spiritual communion with your true self and all creation. You may think that there are far more important issues to attend to at this time, yet meditation would help you greatly. And how many times I just heard somebody say that yesterday. I said something about doing what you love to do, and they said, oh, there's no time. And I'm like, that's all we have is time, And it's like, where is your time? Where are your moments? Where are your soul's needs being met moment to moment? And really nurturing that, going for that in all situations, relationships, work, all of it. It's very important that you stay true to yourself and value yourself enough to give yourself the time and space that you need, that supports your soul's development, your spiritual growth in this lifetime. It could have a positive influence. It will have a positive influence on every area of your life, including your career and relationships. And the message on this card is, a smile fills your heart with longing through the magnet. All right. I need more light. A smile fills your heart with longing. Through the magnetism of divine love, you merge with another, and love becomes an all-embracing thought. By a touch, a word, or a glance, love heals, unites, transforms, and transfigures all things. This is your season of love, a time of positive transformation, a time of happiness. Aww. So coming home to the heart, the sacred heart that beats within you, and using your gifts and your magic, uncovering and discovering your gifts and your magic first from within, and supporting that, using those gifts, of course, you're shown those gifts to heal yourself, and then it's about sharing that love and experience with others to support. It's like one matchstick lighting another, or candle lighting another, increasing the flames, encouraging the flames, fanning the flames of love. Thank you so much for being here. I trust that something here has been supportive to you today. If it has, show me some love and encouragement with a thumbs up, a comment down below, a subscribe if you're not yet subscribed to this channel. If you think you are, can you have a look and make sure that you still are? And if you'd like to work more personally, one-on-one with me, please do visit my website, lisalyle.com. And for daily inspiration, check me out on social media, Wisdom of the Heart. Well, mostly on Facebook and Instagram. So until next time, everyone, I see you, I feel you, I love you. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for shining your beautiful love light on me. It is a gift for which I am eternally grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you.